Spotlight on Service is sponsored by Otco Home Appliances. Luxury lives here.
We're celebrating our nation's 250th birthday by honoring everyday Americans. We call it Red, White, and You.
It is the perfect way to honor veterans in the St. Louis area who have served their country. Steve Savard joins us with tonight's Spotlight on Service.
Kelly and Mike, leave it to dogs to help.
Yeah,
of course.
That's the subject here tonight. Two catastrophic attacks in America motivated hundreds of thousands of young Americans from different generations to enlist in the armed forces. For the men of the greatest generation, it was the attack on Pearl Harbor. 60 years later, 9/11 was the catalyst for Americans like Bryan Pieschel. He chose a demanding and dangerous job, Army medic, and he saved lives in his year of combat duty in Iraq. 20 years later, the organization he now leads, Dogs for Our Brave, is changing disabled veterans' lives, and in some cases, he's helping save lives once again.
I live in this country, I live in this great country, and I've been afforded all these great opportunities. Who am I to not give of my service to this nation? You know, it seems like, you know, the calling has been placed by 9/11.
At age 27, Bryan left behind his passion, coaching college volleyball, to do his part in the war on terror, specifically as an Army medic, keeping soldiers alive.
That was my driving force of, can I help keep one face off of the news at night? And that would be enough. So the medic aspect of things, that's all I ever wanted to do.
He was attached to an engineering unit whose mission was route clearance. They were IED hunters, as Bryan puts it. He earned commendations for valor and a Purple Heart, but was eventually medically retired due to severe PTSD.
It's something I'll deal with until the end of my days, to be quite honest. But yeah, after I got out, it was a rough go for quite some time.
In 2023, 14 years after returning to coaching volleyball, he answered the call to serve again.
Wally, come. Yes. Get a water. Good boy.
Bryan took on the demanding role of Director of Veterans Services for Dogs for Our Brave.
Yes. Good boy.
Today, as Executive Director, he oversees training and placement of a special type of service dog that can be placed anywhere in the country there's a veteran in need.
It's a really hard mission.
Get it.
You know, we're dealing with rescue dogs that we're trying to train at a very high level for mobility based. It takes 2 years to train those. It costs a lot of money.
Get her sock.
It cost about $50,000 for the 24 months of training, but that's only the beginning. Dogs for Our Brave covers all costs for the dog, which can run the total to as much as $125,000. And if the dog passes away or is retired from duty, the organization pairs the veteran with a replacement dog.
But the real kicker is the fact that we cover the cost of everything. The veteran never pays a dime for the life of the service dog. And ultimately, we're in it for the life of the veteran, because we're going to continue to supply that veteran with the service dog. And yes, we've had several veterans let us know that, you know, that dog has saved their life.
How does that hit you when you hear that?
To be honest, it's kind of surreal. We're going to take care of the brothers and sisters that did make it home and still need our help. We're going to stay in the fight for them.
The organization currently has 14 dogs paired with veterans with mobility limitations, I should say 15. In total, they've placed 40 dogs. Dogs for Our Brave relies almost exclusively on private donations, and you can donate at dfob.org. It's on the screen. It takes about 2 minutes to do so. I can tell you it took me only about 90 seconds to make a contribution to that worthy cause. And Kelly and Mike, they have 8 dogs right now in training. You heard it takes 24 months. There's always a trainer on duty 24/7, 7 days a week.
Well, I like they were rescue dogs. They're rescue dogs too.
Yes, they help with, you know, PTSD and any emotional problems you might have, but they also go beyond that with mobility issues and help veterans that have lost limbs and been compromised.
The dog you were showing that's a good dog.
Wally.
Very good.
That's Wally, and we'll have the story posted at KSDK.com if you want to see more of Wally.
Yeah,
training.
Wally. That's very special. Thanks, Steve.